So it says, this is my first book about sales. So who is this book for? It could be for any amateur who doesn't know how to sell. It could be for new entrepreneurs. It could be for coaches or business owners. It could be for anyone who's struggling to close sales or thinks selling is not for me, or selling is not very important, or sales is not all about the business. Business is more about the admin and HR and other stuff, not sales. So if there is anyone thinking that way, or if anyone's got that mentality, this book is for them. So the next question I'm going to ask is, why is closing more important than anything else in a business? Closing, if you don't close, then someone else will close, right? So if you don't sell, someone else will sell to that person. So if you have a product or service, it should be you who's selling to that person if that person has the need or the desire. If you don't sell, you're not going to make any revenue. And if you don't make any revenue, you can't run the business. You're going to find yourself in a tough situation where you can't proceed any further because you don't have an income. So there won't be any future. And unless you sell, you're not going to get any clients, right? You have to convert someone to a client. It's not a potential client is not a client. So until they start paying, they don't become a client. So that's why you need clients and you need to be able to close. And once you start closing, that's when you have clients, and that's when you have a business. And you can go forward with a business. Otherwise, you're going to get stuck somewhere. So selling is vital. And I believe selling is the most important aspect in a business. I didn't believe that before, but now I do, because before I didn't have any sales. In my first business, I hardly had any sales, and I had to close the business. I invested over £200,000, and I had to close the business because I wasn't focusing on the sales. I was focusing on the development. I was developing a software. I was developing a platform, and I did develop it really, really well. I invested every penny I had. I even got other investors to invest in it because I believed in it. They believed in it. But at the end, we didn't focus on sales, and we didn't have any sales. So there was no revenue. So we had to close. So the key is you need to have sales in order to survive. And the next question I'm going to ask is, why should you test whether it works? If you have a business, if you have an offer, if you have a course, if you have any service, you got to test it to know whether it works or not. Because otherwise what happens is you spend all your time, all your effort, all your money, and at the end you find out, oh, no one wants to buy it. Then it's such a waste of money, effort, and time. You don't want to get there. You want to test it and see if it works. So then you validate your offer. You know, okay, this is the right offer. And also you can see what works better as well. You can get feedback. You can get reviews from clients and say, okay, this is what they need. They think they need, or this is what they need. I thought this is what they needed, but now I understand that this is what my ideal clients need. So I need to focus on my ideal client and provide them with what they need. So that's why it's good to test, and it lets you adjust it according to the way you need it before you create something. So if you're creating something, or if it's a service, you can adjust it accordingly and then provide best results for your clients. Best results for your clients means best results for you. So that is why it's very, very important to test it. Don't just get going without knowing whether it works or not. Please, this is very important. And the next question I have is it learnable? Can you learn this? Is that a skill? Is that, are some people born with it? Well, I thought only some people can sell. And I never thought that I'm a salesperson. And I now know that I'm a very good salesperson because, well, the perspective I had uh, on sales was very negative. So what I thought was selling is like kind of pushing something to someone to get them to pay. Now I understand that that's the opposite. It's not pushing anyone, understanding the client really well, and if you can provide what they need, providing what they need is the sale. And when you understand that, and also at a higher level, at a deeper level, if you think, okay, if they have this need, you are doing a disservice if you don't provide that service to them. That's when your sales go, skyrocket up. So that's what you need to focus on. If you think, oh, they need it, you have to try somehow to give it to them because they need it. And if you don't give it to them, they're losing. So that's why it's very, very important. And anyone can learn it. There is no person in this world who can't learn this skill. It's not something that you're born with. You just need to be able to serve others. You need to be able to willing to serve others. You need to be able to willing to help others. If you are willing to help others, then you can serve. Then that means you can learn. There are certain strategies that you need to learn because some people they don't believe in salespeople. So the moment they come and talk to a salesperson, they're like, oh, I'm not going to trust this guy. This guy's going to say all sorts of things trying to get me to pay. I'm going to try and avoid paying. So that's some people's mentality. But if you come across nicely, if you come across honest as an honest guy, then they will definitely trust you. Once they start trusting you, they will start trusting your product or service. Then they can afford it. They will buy. So it's the three P's basically: the price, the person, and the product that they are concerned about. If you can prove that all these three P's are taken care of, then you can easily sell. So how can someone learn? The easiest way to learn is by reading. There are so many books about sales. You got to start reading about them and then understand and get the psychology right, get the thought process right. So you know, okay, this is how I need to be thinking. This is what I need to be doing. This is what I need to be saying. This is what I need to be asking. This is how I should be overcoming objections. So if you start reading all the good books, there are a lot of books by Brian Tracy, a lot of books by Zig Ziglar, a lot of books by Grant Cardone. These are the main three people that I follow in terms of sales. And The Best Salesman is another book by Ogmendino. So these are books that you can read. Also, you can start listening to audiobooks. That's what I do, actually. I'm not a good reader. So what I do is I just listen to audiobooks when I'm walking, when I'm exercising, when I'm driving, when I'm traveling. So I spend about 3 to 4 hours a day on average reading or listening to, in fact, listening to audiobooks. And I learn so much. I'm not going to take 100% of what I'm listening. What I do is I listen to them and I take maybe 30%, maybe 40% at a time, but I keep listening to the same one over and over. And then the 10th time I'm listening, I've got about 80% of it. And when you are in front of a client or a potential client, they come to your mind. Oh, this is what he did. This is what Grant did. This is what Zig Ziglar did. So I'm going to do the same and see. You just test it, and it's going to work. And so the other thing is you need to practice as well. It's not just listening or reading these, but you need to start using them and practice them. Some of these things, when you start saying it the first time, it's going to be hard for you to put it into words. So you need to test it. You need to try practice it on your own time before the call, not on the call. Don't try to practice these on the call because sometimes you don't want to lose a client. you want to get the conversion done as smoothly as possible, and you don't want to lose a potential client. A potential client coming to you, you should be willing to put 100% effort to convert them to a paying client. So don't gamble with that. So practice everything before the client comes on the call, and then you're ready. You just need to put it into words. And sometimes the first couple of times you might get it wrong. You might get rejections. I'm not saying you're not going to get rejections. I get rejections. It's just a part of selling. But don't focus on rejections. Don't think about, oh, will I get rejected? Just focus on how to provide value, and you will just close it easily. So, why should you learn? So, that's the other. So why should you learn? So the reason why you should learn is because you want to survive. You want to uh, uh, expand your business. You want to scale your business. In order to scale your business, you need to learn, and that's the only way to learn by learning. So that's why you need to learn it, and that's why you need to be able to serve people. Right? For you to serve people, you need to be able to close people. Without closing, you're not going to serve anyone. So you're going to lose the opportunity to serve. On the other hand, you're losing your money or the revenue. You're losing money for your family. And if you have very good intentions uh, about what you do with the money, you're losing that as well. Maybe you want to give it to a charity. Maybe you want to donate. You want to do something good for the society. And you're going to miss all these. And you're going to miss the opportunity of having a lovely life and enjoying your life as well. So why shouldn't you? You should be able to learn this and get the sales done. So that's why you should learn this. How to achieve results from how do you achieve results by reading this stuff? So this book, I urge you to read it at least 10 times. Just read it, gather some information, maybe write down some information that you think is important, reread it, listen to the audiobook. Hopefully, you'll have an audiobook as well. So, listen to it. And if there is a video, just watch the video. Try to gather as much as possible. The more you gather, the more confident you will be. If you come across an objection that you've never heard about, you're going to struggle thinking about it and overcoming it. But if it's a common objection that you know about, you have dealt with 100 times, it's going to be another, another thing, another day. You not even take it seriously. You will be like, yeah, yes, I understand. So it's going to be so much easier when you know these. So you will get the confidence, and that's the way to achieve results is read, reread, listen again, make short notes, practice. When you do this over and over, you will become confident, and then your mindset will change as well. You will initially think that this is impossible, then you'll think, oh, maybe it's not impossible, maybe if I try hard I can. Then the next step is you'll be like, yeah, it's not as hard as I thought, and then you'll be like, yeah, I think I can do. And then you will get to know, oh, I can do, I did close, wow. And then you'll be like, yeah, I can close more, oh, I'm doing better now. You'll get to the stage where, whoa, it's simple. It's like a piece of cake. I want to see if I get a client that I can't close. So that's the stage where you want to go to. So that's how you get to those stages. You got to keep reading, rereading, and doing more and more sales calls. Face rejections, that's fine. No doesn't always mean no. No means they are not ready for what you said. They are not ready to pay for the information you shared with them. So it could be that they're looking for more information. It could be that what they're looking for doesn't match what you're offering, or the price. There might be a difference with the price that they were looking at. Maybe they're not convinced about what you said yet. So it's about changing their perspective. It's about giving more information. So if someone says no and if someone says yes later, it doesn't mean that they have changed their mind. It's just that they have got more information and they have just said yes to that information that you provided. So maybe the information they're looking for is not there. So just make sure that you provide everything that will help them to make a decision. And so if you need more practice, once you get through this book, You've read this book so many times, you've listened to the audio book, you have watched these videos. Now you think, oh, you need more practice. Reach out to us. We will help you. We will have an initial call, and then we'll probably, my team will go through with you some questions you might have, and we can probably help you. So reaching out, if you want to book a call, it's chamindatenekun.com, and go to my calendar and book a call. You might be lucky to get me on a call as well, so we can talk and see where you are and go from there. So the idea is for you to be able to become a very good closer. So in order to do that, go through the steps, read the book, reread the book, listen to the audio book, and watch the videos as much as you can, and repeat it until you become confident. And I'm sure you'll become confident really soon. So stay connected, watch the next videos, and yeah, go through the whole book and let me know what you think. Take care.